Are 4K displays enough? Is 8K overkill? No, give me 32K displays. It's Morningstar News. So we came upon this article on Gizmodo, a little segment called Gizmodo Asks. But the question here is, can you really tell the difference between 4K and 8K? And I mean, the answer is kind of obvious, isn't it? It depends on the size of the display and how close you are to the display. Past a certain point, you can't tell the difference between a 2K and a 4K. But if you're really close to it, the 8K makes a difference. And so yeah, it basically asks a few experts. So what we thought was interesting about this article, it caught our eye because CES 2022 starts tomorrow. And we're going to be covering some of that. Probably tomorrow we'll look into give you a little preview of what's going on at CES. But you know, CES always has these really big displays, both size-wise and pixel-wise. So we're just kind of curious to see if we're going to see, you know, a 32K display or something like that crazy. It's, in our opinion, overkill. But where it's not overkill is, I mean, as the Gizmodo article mentioned, is when it's getting really close to your eyes. That's when you can really tell the difference when it comes to augmented reality and virtual reality. The displays are right in front of your face, right? So that's where the quality, the 8K, two 8K displays on the Apple mixed reality headset, right? It sounds like overkill, but when the displays are right in your face, that's when it makes a difference. So that's kind of what I was thinking about when I was thinking 32K displays. Yes, please, one for each eye right in front of our face. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of display technologies we see at CES this over the next week. Now, one of the comments in the Gizmodo article actually we thought was interesting. It got us thinking a little bit. But the camera technology, 8K is pushing it, but 16K, 32K, the computers, everything can't really output that much display. So while the displays, give me a 32K display, what are you going to play on it? The movies aren't that high quality. Even if you're going for some kind of virtually rendered environment, it takes a lot to render an environment at that high quality and have it look, well, you'll have the looks, but you won't have any fluidity or anything like that. So yeah, it's an interesting thing how fast the displays are getting higher quality, but we feel like, yeah, higher density, smaller displays is kind of where the focus needs to be for the mass market. But again, it's interesting to see how far they can push these things. So how big is your display? I don't have a television actually, but we have a 27-inch monitor set up here, and then our laptop is 17 inches. So they're 4K displays, so that's good for us since we're sitting right in front of them, right? But if it was 6 feet that way in front of us, it might be not make a difference is what they're saying basically. But yeah, so what kind of displays do you have? Do you think 8K is overkill, or do you think the sky is the limit? That's all we've got for you today. Take care.